Welcome back to Houston Life. It is National Houseplant Appreciation Day, so immediately we knew we had to invite our friends from local plant shop, the Flora Culture.
Yeah, Jemine Oakes is one of the owners and co-founders, along with her husband, Matt, who's not here today. He's caring for the shops, right?
Yes.
And Jemine is here with tips to keep our houseplants happy during the winter season. We're going to talk outdoor plants as well, because those freezing temps are coming next week. We also have these beautiful terrariums. So Jemine, first of all, it's great to see you.
Good to be back.
And before we get into the tips, I think we have some photos of you and your sweet, sweet family. So I think we've been friends for about 5 years now. And you were starting the Flora Culture with your husband, Matt, there.
Yes.
It's the Chimney Rock location, right?
Yes.
5 years
Chimney
ago?
Rock location, yep, 5 years. It's, we've grown and
your family's grown too.
Our family has grown.
Look at
Precious.
those
Leah
little
wasn't even born,
babies.
and so, yeah, now she's 2 and she's our little sassy girl, and we have fun.
And she loves growing up in the plant shop. And if you haven't checked out their new location in Midtown, the Flora Culture is absolutely beautiful. They're right there on Caroline near Elgin.
Yes.
Those are the cross streets, right?
Elgin and Milam. Milam's the main, yeah.
There you go. Okay, well, let's talk plants. And next week, it's freezing. Tessa loves plants now, thanks to me.
Well, I'm trying to be a better plant mom and I don't want to do the thing where you just get the fake plants. Like the benefits of having an alive, well-kept plant, I feel them. I feel them in the home. So let's talk. Are we doing terrariums? Are we planting? What are we doing first?
Well, can we talk about just indoor plant care in general? Because at this time of year when it's cold outside, there are a few things we need to keep in mind to keep our indoor plants healthy, right?
Exactly. And we all have the struggle bus plants, okay? Let's all admit that everybody has those.
Thank you for
even the
admitting
experts, yes.
That makes
even
me
the
feel
really
better.
strong people have plants that struggle, right,
Plants
Derek?
that need attention.
Okay.
Okay,
exactly.
So you have some plants over here that look at first glance pretty healthy.
Yes.
But like this one, for instance, at second glance, you notice some of the leaves are yellowing.
Exactly.
There are some little dead areas inside there. So what do we do with a plant like this, Jemine?
So in the winter time, you don't want to do a big chop, right? Because spring is coming. That's their time for growth. So but winter time, whenever you see them struggling at any point during the year, for indoor plants, you can just give go all the way down to the bottom and cut it all the way as low as you can.
Okay, so you're cutting off the dead leaves. You're removing those entirely.
Yes.
What about a leaf like the one that's right here, like partially brown there?
So if you're that person that really cares about those things, I try to cut it in the shape of the leaf, so it doesn't look like a blunt cut.
Okay.
And so, it'll still callus, but it'll be a cleaner. And look at that. Now it looks so much better.
That does look so much better.
Okay, what about for a plant like this that has a lot of mini leaves? Would I go in and individually move that dead leaf, or would I do the whole stem, or what would you recommend?
So you can. If it were me, I would cut it off, because plants actually love being trimmed. It's like,
I love it. It's like a haircut for them.
Exactly. And then they can put energy towards pushing some new leaves out. So it's really, really okay. Don't be afraid. A lot of people are afraid, and then bring it to the shop and we give it a good trim, and voila.
It's so interesting.
Brand new plant.
So trimming off the dead stuff stimulates new growth. Okay.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to trim, but don't do a total hack job because spring is coming.
I won't.
Got to be careful
Spring
with
is
your
coming.
plant babies.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay. And what about just watering in general? Because during the winter months, Jemine, we have less daylight.
Exactly. So the sun, the position of the sun moves. If there's a spot that gets so much sun during the summertime, you'll start to see it in the wintertime. The south-facing sun is not as intense. So what does that mean? You water less. Why? Because you have less sunlight. It's taking longer. If you're a person of routine, I water every Sunday. You may have to change that routine a little bit because the soil's staying wet longer.
I have noticed that. Some of my really thirsty plants, like the plant you gave me, it was very needy when it was hot. And now that it's cooled down, I feel the soil. I'm like, okay, you're good. You're good. I'm not going to drown you.
Exactly. Adjust it. Like we have this, it's a moisture meter. You can stick it into the soil and it'll tell you, for those people that have panic attacks, is it wet? Is it dry? I don't know. And this will sort of tell you. See, it says moist. So what does that mean? you need to wait before you water again.
Okay.
Interesting. And again, a lot of people overwater their plants, right? During the
Yes.
wintertime, you definitely don't want to overwater.
Yes.
Okay, and for outdoor plants, we're bringing containers in for the freeze. What about
Yes.
covering plants?
So for as much as you can bring in, it's a jungle in our house during the winter time. And so for the larger ones that you can't move, you want to try to use cloth material to cover it all the way down. So a misconception is, and what I see a lot in Houston is people do the lollipop, where it looks like, you know, the foliage is covered on top,
just cover the
and
top.
then they leave the roots in the soil.
Pot, yeah.
Yes, you want to keep the sun. The soil actually holds a lot of heat. So during the day when it's taking all that heat, you want to try to conserve that heat. So when you cover with a cloth, bring it all the way down to the bottom, because the roots, that's where its source of life is.
Right. Okay, now speaking of like life, giving me life, these terrariums are the cutest things ever. And you say they're very popular at Flora Culture right now.
Yes, everyone's sort of loving the glass vessels, and terrariums are generally, traditionally something that you can close because you want to like, this is a traditional terrarium. You want to like keep the moisture in, but you know there's something called terraria, but let's not get like nerdy. That's my husband's job.
We gotta power through this planting job, and I'm already making a mess
Yes,
here, Jemine.
yes.
acting like
Put
me.
a screen at the bottom.
Okay.
Put some soil in.
Okay.
There you go. So now yours will be better than Derek's. Because
That would be a first on this show. So history making planting going on right now.
There you go.
Is that enough?
That's perfect.
Okay.
So now pull your plant out.
We're going to get
Roll this
started
up.
on planting. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to be right back with Jemine Oakes of the Flora Culture. See what we've created when
Okay.
Houston Life returns.
More soil now?
Yeah, so now you're going to put soil.
Look at what we were able to accomplish there during the commercial break. And Jemine, we were just chatting during the break about how if people want to come in and essentially choose a plant and choose a vessel, they can do that. And you have a really special event coming up at Brennan's, one of our favorite spots in town,
Yes.
where customers can create one of these.
Yes, and theirs is even larger because couples put their hands together and create a whole ecosystem that's an enclosed vessel.
Okay, that's romantic. I don't care what anyone says.
That is
Yes.
beautiful.
Like, oh, he was planting, I was planting, and our hands in the soil. We were holding hands in the soil.
Okay, Jemine Oakes, Flora Culture. Happy National Houseplant Appreciation Day. Cheers. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye, guys. Cheers.